What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Shoot or Shoot, where 100% of the shots you do not take, you will miss. So shoot that thing. All right, we're going to wrap up this NBA season after this, the 24 finals. Boston Celtics, Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to give you my little rundown, my little postseason review. And it'll just be mainly dealing with this crazy notion that was said about Luka and Kyrie being the best backcourt in the NBA history, most skilled, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to do wordplay to make it sound less ridiculous, but you have game 4 where they blow out the team and they blow out Boston by more than 30 points, and you oh my God, they're back. Oh my God, he's finally found it. They finally found their stroke. Let's be realistic. No one has came back down 0-3. It's just not happening. Okay, they had a good game. They showed some fight. But let's not anoint them now as okay. They're the best backcourt again. When you jump ship 3 games before. So, game 5 closeout game. Kyrie's in Boston, and he has every opportunity for this game 5 to shut this crowd up, play lights out. And just have a phenomenal game. And he has 15 points and a bad shooting night percentage-wise. Some players in this league, in the history of this league, have relished in those moments, especially against Boston. Some players have looked at and said, okay, Boston, you guys, this is what you guys want. This is how you want to play it. You're trying to shut me out. You're trying to, rattle me. I'm going to rise to the occasion and play lights out. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to mention any names of the players that have done that. All right? So don't give me this, Kyrie. Kyrie's now all of a sudden the best ball handler in the world. My God, Kyrie's this, Kyrie's that, Kyrie's this. He wears little moccasin, Indian shoes, and he's so great now. At some point, you're going to come back down to earth, and Boston brought him right back down. And you fans, I know who you are, have brought him right back down to earth. Luka is Luka. Luka's going to do his thing. Luka is, he's going to do his little step backs. He's going to play a slow, methodical offensive game. Very effective, by the way. I'm not going to even say that's not effective. But he has defense that is horrendous. He played one game that was, quote-unquote, good defense in game 4, and all of a sudden, Luka sliding his feet. Luka is such a great player on defense. He seized the moment. He saw that his team needed him on defense, and he rose to the occasion. It's easy to play when you are up 30 most of the game. You can play loose offensively. You can gamble defensively. You can look like all world when your team is beating the pure snot out of the other team. So I'm not buying into that. Then this game, he's go right back to being Luka again. His defense is terrible. And then Doris Burke and other commentators say, oh my God, because he's laboring. He just doesn't look right. He looks a little slow. I'll tell you, that injury is really bothering him. He wasn't injured for game 4. Nothing bothered him 3 days ago. Well, all of a sudden now, something is bothering him. Look, I'm not going to even get into it. Everybody has their favorites. They have to have something to talk about. And if they talk about if you be too real, then I guess they won't have a job doing analyst work during the game. So it is what it is. And I'll cover another thing. I'm going to give you a list of names, run down a list of names. Over the years, Shaq, Dwayne Wade, Paul Pierce, Charles Barkley, Chris Webber. All of those players at one point in their career, and some more than one point in their career, were vilified for coming into camp or starting the season out of shape. They were overweight, body had no definition, body, just looked like just a regular guy instead of a world-class NBA athlete. No one ever says that about Luka. Every year, Luka comes in like he's been drinking, just hanging out. He doesn't work out, doesn't work on his game. He hasn't hooped probably in 3 or 4 months. Heck, Michael Finley had to pull a beer out of his hand after the Western Conference Championship. So what he does in the offseason when he goes to his country, because he can do that. He can do that kind of basketball, playing for his country, because they're about like him, not even that good as him. So he can do what he wants to, and he thinks the NBA is easy. He said that before, but no one ever says something about him coming in camp out of shape, playing the season out of shape, looking the way he looked. Because his offensive game is good. He hits these miraculous shots. And he's, the new NBA golden boy. They have to, the game is a world game now. The game is in all these countries. So they have to promote that. So he's not talked about like the other players are. They can't, those players, as soon as they step in training camp, oh my God, he's fat. Oh my God, he's out of shape. Luka comes in training camp. Oh, he's gonna be he's the preseason MVP. Anywho, I'm not gonna harp on that. I can talk all day about that. Till next time, guys. Shoot. The NBA season is over with. It's always a sad time, but WNBA has come around and is picking up momentum and steam, as it has been for the last 3 or 4 years, I say. With this year being probably one of the better years of viewership and attendance in the facilities. So I'm excited about this season, albeit it's short. I think they may have probably about 20 more games or so before their season is over with. Then football will be here, go Bears. Until next time, guys, shoot.